This is our aha moment. We'd finally found it. This is the way we were going to build our online business.
Hi, and welcome to Journey into Generation Clicks. Today you're going to learn all about who we are and what we're about, and how we, a normal, everyday couple, managed to start our own online business, and how you can do the same. So, if you're interested in starting your own online business and want a real world view, hit that subscribe button and click that bell so you know when we upload a new video. So with that, let's get into it.
Since we've been married, we've lived with my parents, and although we've both worked our asses off, we've never been able to get ahead. We've never been dead broke, but that day-to-day grind just to keep our heads above water and driving around in old beat-up cars is just depressing. For instance, one day, Christy and I had to go away for a funeral. It was a long drive from our house, and we didn't have any money to stay at a motel, so we had to drive there and back in one day. We also had to leave our 8-month-old at home with Nanny. On our way home, Christy and I were having lots of fun singing along to songs on the radio, as we tend to do, and our car just started to overheat. Now this is our only car, our family car. We were still 2 or 3 hours away from home, and I remember it was a freezing cold night. We had no money for a tow truck, and because we were in the middle of nowhere, there was no one around to help us. We were anxious to get home to our son, so we decided to carry on. And just so you know, when you're driving cross country in New Zealand, you're literally driving through valleys and over mountains. So there's no cell phone reception. Anyway, we had 2 bottles of water in the car, so we could top the radiator up every time the car started to overheat. The problem was though, that every time the car was overheating, we had to stop to let it cool down before we could top it up. So about 5 long, cold hours later, we finally made it home. Look, we were so relieved to get home, we forgot about the car. We just went inside, gave our boy a quick cuddle, and went off to bed. But when we got up in the morning, we found the car was toast. It wouldn't even start. We didn't know what we were going to do. We couldn't afford to buy a new one. We couldn't even afford to fix it. So unfortunately, after a few arguments, the decision was made. We had to ask Christy's dad for a loan. Now, of course he said yes. And that was great, but it made me feel like a disappointment. It made me feel like I was a failure as a father, as a husband. And I know Christy didn't feel that great about it either.
The problem was we were stuck in jobs that weren't giving us the lifestyle we wanted. This is not how we planned it. We were banging our heads up against a brick wall. We wanted to start our own online business, but we didn't know how, and we didn't think we would have the skills to be able to do it. Hey, so if you have ever felt this way and you're wanting to start your own online business, then let us know. Drop a yes I have in the comment section below. Anyway, so instead of being stuck for the rest of our lives, we thought we could learn the skills. So we turned to the internet.
Then one day I found something. I found this guy who had started a huge online business with no outside investment or capital. He was changing the way people were selling online with funnels. He was literally putting in $10 into ads and getting 50 or 60 back out. And it was working for all types of online business. This wasn't a get-rich-quick scheme like all the rest. This was a way to build an online business around sales, using direct response marketing and sales funnels. This sounded like something that Christy and I could be interested in, so it was now clear to us what we had to learn. We had to learn how to sell. This was like a huge weight had been lifted off our shoulders, and it made us feel like this actually could be possible. So our plan was to learn everything we could about direct response marketing and sales funnels. We started researching sales funnels every chance we could so we could see how they were going to work for us. But there was still one problem.
Because we didn't have a lot of money, we were trying to do everything for free, as you do. We found ourselves going round and round in circles, doing free course after free course. We even had a website along the way, but found it didn't really work for us. People were visiting the websites, but it wasn't converting into actual leads. They were just bouncing around and then leaving. And of course, they cost a lot of money to run. So we felt like we weren't getting anywhere and we weren't actually finding anything valuable.
After a while of researching free content on funnels, we came across a challenge. We quickly saw that this was the training we'd been looking for. This is our aha moment. We'd finally found it. This is the way we were going to build our online business. Basically, it took you from complete newbies like ourselves to being able to launch your first funnel in 30 days. This meant anyone can do it. We still had these doubts, like what if we can't do it? What if it won't work for us? And what if we're not technical enough? But we had to take a chance. If we wanted that success, we had to give it a crack. And I'm glad we did too. Every day, the coaches hold you accountable for completing each task. They don't just dump a whole lot of useless information on you that you're just going to forget the next day. We are now learning the tools needed so we can create the online business we always wanted. Now we're underway in the challenge. We can see the light at the end of the tunnel. We can see a direct path from where we are now with our traditional jobs not getting the life we wanted to building our successful online business and giving our family the life they've always deserved, while also building something that we can be proud of. So, first of all, if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. We would really appreciate it. Also, if you want to follow our journey and get a real-world view on starting an online business, then subscribe to the channel by smashing that big red button down below the video. And if you know anyone that would like this content, then click the share button and share this with your friends.
We want people to follow our progress and hopefully become inspired to do something similar. So, if you think that this is you and you want to learn more, then follow us on Instagram and Facebook, where we put up daily posts. The links are on our channel page. See you in the next video.